Moonstone Island is a wonderful game that captivates you from the start. With a wonderful animation that plays with calming music, you feel you're about to start a very cozy game. If you're new here to the channel, I want to welcome you, and today we will be reviewing Moonstone Island. After a brief overview of the game, we'll talk about the pros of this game and the cons following after, and you'll get to decide if this game is worth buying, waiting for a sale, or if it's time to hop to another game altogether. Moonstone Island is a game that captivates you with its charming music and beautiful pixel art. As you start the game, you get introduced to the main character's father, who will explain the main points of the game. From planting the crops to battling with spirits, I will say that this game, since release, it has a sprinkle of many games such as Stardew Valley, Pokémon, and even Slay the Spire within the battle system. One thing that did pop out that I thought was very interesting was being able to choose your initial monster. And for those who played Pokemon, instead of choosing between fire, water, or grass type, you choose between a fire, electric, or a rock type of monster. In my playthrough, I wanted to choose Sheep as I usually always pick a fire type when playing the Pokemon games. When looking through the cards as well, it seems to be heavily influenced by Slay the Spire battle system. Using cards to break the defense of the spirit, then using an attack to bring down its health. It's a very simple and yet not complicated system that would allow anyone to hop on this game and enjoy battling different spirits. While you can battle every spirit you encounter, you can also catch them as well and have up to 3 within your party. And I do want to add this small little detail that I think is one of the best parts of the game, is the fact that you can walk around with your little monster. And as you catch more monsters, you'll be able to choose which ones walk with you. You can also choose which ones to upgrade and level up, while also being able to upgrade the cards within your deck. Now, I've mainly been talking about the battle system and the monsters, as I do believe that this game does a very good job with showing off the main part of the game with battling and catching the monsters and being able to house them. But I want to talk about how you can plant whatever you want, and you can also be able to find different plants. Now, in Stardew Valley, and I am making a lot of comparisons to Stardew and to Pokemon, but I believe that it is a fair comparison, as there are not a lot of games that do well and are able to replicate what Concerned Ape was able to do. With this game, you are able to scythe different plants, and you're able to use those seeds that you get from the plants and plant them as well. So it is kind of a catch and take when coming across different new plants, whether you want to use them or if you want to use them to make newer plants. It really depends on how many islands you visit and which plants you are able to find. This brings me to the next section, which is talking about as well the different islands that you can jump to. And while playing this game, you are able to create a broom and a balloon. I created the balloon and was able to get across the map and get to different islands, although having a broom does make it much easier to get to each island. And on each island, I will say that there are many different plants and there are many different types of things that you can do, such as going through a dungeon, and you can even set up a new house on a different island. Now, you do have to create a new tent, which I know some people might not want to do, since it does take a while to get different moonstones. And I will say as well that the mining in this game is very satisfying as well. Now, within Stardew Valley, when you want to mine iron, it does take a minute to get to iron. But within this game, if you're able to find a cave that has a lot of rock, you'll actually see which rock has the copper and which rock has the iron, which makes it a very soothing and easy way to mine and really brings out the coziness of this game. When I play a cozy game, I don't really want to think, I just want to play and I want to break the rock and get what is intended that I should get. Now, the other item within the game is a Moonstone gem. Moonstone gems are a little tough to find, and me and my fiance have been playing this game, and that is one thing that we have been kind of complaining about, is being able to find the Moonstone, which makes them a little bit more rare. But that still adds to the coziness of the game, as you'll just need to roam around at nighttime, seeing if you can find a small little light within a bush, or finding just one randomly in a chest when going through a dungeon. Now, this next section of the video, I want to talk about the pros and the cons, and at the end of this, we will decide whether this game is a game to buy right now or a game to wait until it is on sale, or if we should just hop to the next game. Starting out with the pros, I do think this game offers exactly what it showcases. With the pros, I think this game offers exactly what it showcases. It provides you with the ability to capture different types of monsters, and I did almost want to say Pokemon because this game, as I've been saying throughout the video, is very close to Pokemon when it comes to capturing the different monsters. Of course, the battle system is a little bit different, but the essence of Pokemon you can see is all over this game. While the battle system is very fun as well, it does create a frustration when you have certain cards and you're trying to battle something and your cards are not there. Now that is just how the battle system is. Some people may like it, some people may not like it. I personally do like the card system. If you do not like, whether your cards are all laid out, that kind of defeats the purpose of the battle system. My fiance is kind of like that. She doesn't really like the battle system all too much, but it just really depends if you do like it. So that can be a con as well, but it really depends on your choice of whether you like that type of system or if you do not like that type of battle system. Now, another pro I did want to say is that the customization of your farm is very intuitive and it is very vast. You can buy different furniture as well, which it reminded me a little bit of Animal Crossing, where you can go into the shop and they actually showcase different furniture that you can get. Now, when building your farm as well, you are able to place anything anywhere, but I will say that you do have a much better variety going to different islands, but the one con is that there are enemies just roaming around. So if you do have a farm that is on an island full of enemies, it will be a little bit tougher to not always be in a battle, and you will rely a lot on fighting off the enemies, but sometimes that's not even a con. Lastly, one of the cons that I did see in the game, that there is no customization of your character. And that is one thing as well that my fiance did not like, as in Stardew Valley, you are able to customize your own character and kind of create them on who you like. Me personally, I don't mind it being just a standalone character and you're not creating the character at all. It does kind of bring in that single player feel, and when you do create that single player feel, you kind of do get that coziness of I'm just playing by myself with my little monsters and I'm able to capture new monsters and that type of thing. It really brings out, and I'm gonna say it again, the Pokemon feel. So we're at the end of the video. I do believe that this game is a game that you should get. Right now it is listed at $17, but I do believe that this game is totally worth $20. It is a game that you can put a lot of time into. All of the islands as well are generated, so that means you will never face the same island structure. Now, there are the same monsters within the islands, but the actual islands are different. So there is a lot of replayability, finding different monsters and going to different islands. But I will say that this game offers a lot of potential for replayability. So that's the end of the video, guys. As I stated in my review, that this game is definitely worth buying. You can always hop to another game and you can always wait for a sale if you're not into the cozy indie type of games. However, this game is very fun, very cozy, and I do recommend this game that anybody should be able to play. I did want to mention welcome to the channel. I didn't want to start that off, saying, oh, welcome to the channel. No, we're getting into the video, and that's what we're going to do. Each video is we're just going to talk about and review the game, and I will try to post a new video every week, at least one time. And there are a couple series that I do want to start, but this will just be the review series where we play a game, we review it, we tell you whether it's worth to buy, if it's worth to wait on a sale, or if we should just hop to the next game. So with that being said, I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.